Hey everyone, John here back on the Y.M.C.Ark server. Today's video is going to be a guide on the swamp cave, a solo guide on the swamp cave that is. Now I've already done a video showing off where the artifact location is inside of the cave, and I only showed a few clips at the end of that video of us killing the stuff in it. Well, I've went through this cave now at least twice soloing, and was able to get through successfully just fine within a reasonable amount of time. And I'm going to go ahead and show off the gear that I'm using here and what I would suggest. So I've got ghillie boots and gloves, and these are Mastercraft, but I do think that you could use primitive just as well on this. I've got a primitive scuba leggings, journeyman scuba tank, and apprenticed scuba mask. Now, you need to, I think in the video, my last video, I was using a ghillie hat instead of the scuba mask, and we were taking 1.5 per tick of toxin damage, because the air inside of this cave is poisonous and you can't go in here without the scuba gear. Well, I found out afterwards that you can use the mask to offset that damage and take no damage at all. The only downside to that is you get the weird view with the mask, so you just kind of have to put up with that, but that's not really a big deal. Now, in place of this, you could use flippers and any type of hands that you wanted to, flak, be it, or whatever else. I don't know why you would do that, because you can't run in flippers. So I would definitely suggest the ghillie setup here with the boots and gloves. That'll be the best setup for you because of the hyperthermic insulation from the heat inside, because the cave is really hot. Now, as far as weapons go, I have a variety here that I've picked out, because I had some questions about weapons, what people should use and everything inside the cave. So let me go ahead and show that off now. So my main weapon that I'll be using is the Mastercraft compound bow. You could use primitive, you could use whatever tier that you wanted to. Actually, Timmy Carbine has an ascended one, and he's got a blueprint that I'll be making here shortly. It's just super expensive to make. Now I've got plenty of arrows for this. I've got, let's see, 341 arrows for this bad boy. The arrows don't take much to craft. 3 thatch, 3 fiber, 3 metal, 1 cementing paste, and 1 polymer to craft 1 arrow. That's not too terribly bad at all, so you could definitely farm up 300 arrows in no time. I would suggest a compound bow, because it's got high damage output, and you can recover the ammo afterwards. That's the biggest thing. You're going to be wasting a lot of ammo with these guns. But just in case you guys don't have the compound bow, I've got a Mastercraft pump shotgun, which I do take in there with me to clear out some of the Megane Arrow. It's really good for that, because it can hit multiple Megane Arrow. And I've got a fabricated sniper rifle Mastercraft that I got from a deep sea loot crate just yesterday. And I went ahead and tried it out in the snow cave, and it done okay. But I'll try it out in here just so you guys can see how the damage does on it. The main weapon I'll be using, like I said, is the Mastercraft. I have a journeyman pike. I have a few of the grappling hooks just in case, but I probably won't be using them inside of this cave. And I have plenty of C4. Now, these don't take much to make either, and I'll show you when I'll be using the C4 inside of this cave, what I'll be using it for. Now, the Megane Arrow is the biggest problem, so you want to have bug repellent, and I'm going to go ahead and use that and start our journey inside of the cave. Go ahead and get this started. Now, we'll probably fast forward through some of the killing in here, but I will stop at certain points just to let you guys know what's going on and why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. I'll go ahead and go through this first part on without the fast forwarding, just so you guys can see. But you guys will get to see me go through the whole cave. Now, you can see the Megane Arrow right there, and then here's some spiders and stuff. Alright, that thing is going to get stuck. So since he's stuck in that doorway there, I'm going to go ahead and kill the stuff. Oh, we got a spider coming at us. Spider is not stuck. You can see how well this Mastercraft compound bow does against the all the stuff in here. And look at the Megane Arrow just going after that. That pile of bodies. But they'll go after this spider too after I kill it. There we go. Alright, and they're going to allow for the scorpions to be clear. You do not want to hit the Megane Arrow as best you can to stay away from the Megane Arrow. You don't want them flying at you. You want them to stay in a group just like this. Alright, now they're going to clear a path for this spider. And I can kill the spider. Oh, and there's a scorpion coming at us too. I'll go ahead and kill the scorpion. Let me run back. There we go. Now they might fly up this way toward me. Nope, they're going to stay right there. Now this is the main point that I wanted to make here. So you see I've got the bug repellent on, so the Megane Arrow are just staying right there. They go after the dead bodies, and they won't go after you as long as you have the bug repellent on. You can get pretty close to them. I wouldn't get too awful close. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to throw 2 or 3 of these C4 in the middle of these Megane Arrow. Stand back and explode. Now check this out, guys. No more Megane Arrow. Now we do have some scorpions coming after us, so I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy. So that's the method that I've been using to get rid of the Megane Arrow. It's really not a problem at all if you have the bug repellent and you use the C4. So now that you guys have seen that, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through a lot of this killing here. And I'll bring you guys back as soon as we get a little farther ahead in the game. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys back for that. So this is what I mainly use the shotgun for. Just in case you do aggro one of the Megane Arrow, it's really good for taking those guys out. So that's what I would suggest. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys back for this. So, I ran out of bug repellent. I'm going to go ahead and use another bug repellent really quick. Oh, we got another scorpion to kill up here. I thought we were done. So this tunnel... Oh, that didn't take much. See how powerful this bow is? And I mean, the regular compound bows are pretty powerful as well. I mean, you don't need a master craft one to do a lot of damage. So, man, we still got guys coming over to us. So this tunnel right here, it branches off 2 different ways. And that's what I was going to show off. So I mentioned this in my last video, but I'll mention it again. All of these tunnels lead to a central location, which is the egg sac at the very end of the tunnel. Let me run ahead. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did get hit by the scorpion once in the fast forwarding there. And I realized I didn't bring any of the stimulants with me, and I would suggest bringing some stimulant with you just in case. You don't want to be knocked out in this tunnel, or in this cave, or you're dead. So you can either go left or right here. Normally I just go left because it's just right here, but either way is fine. It'll lead out to the same area. As far as which is easiest, they both have mobs in them, so they're both going to be just as hard. Alright, so we got a bunch of spiders here. Spiders are generally the easiest things to take out. The scorpions are a little tougher. Whoa, I think I just hit a Megane Arrow. Oh, I definitely did. That's not good. Alright, so those things may come after me. And again, they may not. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go ahead and kill this scorpion. They'll definitely come after this scorpion. Okay, if they're stationary right now, I'm going to go in for the kill on these guys. See how easy that is? That is super easy to take out the Megane Arrow. Just a little bit of C4. And as you can see, you really don't need much. I mean, one C4 took out all of those guys. Well, no. Is that one left? I can't tell. It looks like one of them's left. No, there's two of them left. Three of them. Oh, alright. That's enough to use another C4 on them. Okay. What the heck? Okay, now we're good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward again. Oh, well, I'll go ahead and tell you guys here, too. At this tunnel, you can either go down through there. I think it even goes, yeah, that way. Or through this way and around. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down through this way right here. And lead out into the main chamber there. But, like I said, all of the tunnels here will converge into one point. So, I'm just going to go this way. And I'm going to go ahead and start the fast forwarding process again. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys back now. So, I've cleared out, I think I've cleared out most of this this central cave here. This is the part that I was talking about. Okay. Yeah, I thought there might be something left down in there. I don't know if you guys were seeing this, but they were all getting caught down here, but there was no snap point for the C4 to land. So that's kind of a tricky spot right there. Definitely watch out for those coming up that hill. They can definitely scale that pretty easy. So there are two different drops, red drops, in this central cave here. This one I've gotten good loot out of so far. Journeyman Spino Saddle. I actually got... What the heck? Were there two drops? That was weird. I've never seen that happen before. There were two drops under here. So we got an Apprentice. That's not the greatest. And then we got a Journeyman Spino Saddle. I've got an Ascended Megalodon Saddle out of that. And a Mastercraft Flak Leggings out of it too. Blueprint. So, and typically what I've found in this one down here is building supplies. Building blueprints. It's the only thing I've really found in there. Okay, we got everything coming at us right now. So let's go ahead and kill these, and I'll take you through the artifact, which I showed off in the other video, but I'll show it off again here. Bunch of scorpions. You'll notice I keep looking behind me a lot too. Basically, I'm just making sure that I'm keeping my back to the exit, so that I have an escape route. Definitely running away from these guys, because you don't want them to hit you at all. You got scuba gear on, you've got ghillie suit. I mean, it's not the best armor, and it's the only thing that you can wear in here. So basically, just not getting hit at all is the best thing. So. Okay, so this was one of the entrances right here that you could come down to get into this main chamber. This was the first one that we actually came down when we did the tunnel, or the cave the first time. So the artifact, like I showed off in my last video, if you're in the central area, the artifact is right up here to the left of this X-Ack. So you come over here and you go right up this tunnel, and you'll lead right up to the artifact. And I've seen spiders and scorpions up here, but the last 2 times I've came up here I haven't seen anything, so. And here we are. Artifact of the Immune. So now I'm going to go ahead and take you guys back out of the cave. And this cave isn't large enough typically for the stuff to respawn back. So usually I just exit the cave the same way I came in, to save resources, obviously. Now you guys saw me using the fabricated sniper rifle to kill these things. You could definitely use that, but you would just have to bring a lot more ammo. See, the good thing about this compound bow is I'm able to recover a lot of the arrows that I use. And with the sniper rifle, you just shoot the ammo and it's gone. So come out through here and back up through this tunnel. Usually leading up out of the cave is the way that you want to go. Up means that you're exiting the cave, except for that place with the artifact back there. Alright, and then we'll make a right here and go back up out of the cave this way. Now, hopefully this video was pretty helpful to you guys, and I think the biggest thing is taking care of the Megane Arrow. That is probably the hardest part of the cave, other than having to use the gear that you have to use to bypass the toxin effect. I think the Megane Arrow is the hardest part, because the scorpions and spiders you can run away from pretty easy, but the Megane Arrow they're hard to deal with. Let me go ahead and take this mask off and this other gear, and you can see I got hit a few times, and this was from using the actual oxygen tank, and this was primitive, but it really didn't do anything to me. Now I didn't bring stimulants. Like I said, I would suggest stimulants, and it was looking like 1 C4 would take out a group of Megane Arrow. Usually. You can't throw the C4 very far, and you definitely don't want to get too close to Megane Arrow, even with the bug repellent. But, yeah, so that is the guide to the cave, doing this cave solo. It's really not that hard, as you guys saw. I personally think that the snow cave is harder than this one. It's a lot longer, and you cannot run away from the wolves. And the Onyx are really hard to deal with as well. And the Yetis attack you nonstop. This cave is much easier to deal with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, let me know in the comments. Give me a like, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And as always, I thank you for watching.